players that know each other, and then there is this sort of rivalry that just goes on and on and on and on. And this player in the top right tends to wear the daddy pants. He tends to be the one who dominates this head-to-head. In the top right, in the blue, it is Nice.
And in the bottom left, in the red, let's see what he's got planned. It's Rex.
"14 series in the last 6 months. That's actually wild. Just between these two players. I am not. They play in so many tournaments. They grind so many online cups, so many weeklies, so many show matches, as well as these regional events where they always inevitably run into each other. And Rex has won 1 of those last 14 run-ins. So it is very, very one-sided in recent history. Since Nice has, of course, ascended in the last year and a half. He's been very strong. Ooh, hatch block.
Okay.
Could even cancel it and make an Evo if he wants to, but for now, that's a third hatch block. So it's kind of the minimal investment. You've already got your hatch first. It's super greedy. It's really fantastic if you get away with this because your gassing pool is so very late.
I like it. Throw a spanner in the works early on. Would love to see him early pull next game. Just see what happens. The world is your oyster. But Nice is going to try and get rid of this. Obviously, you have to start pulling the probes and wait for that Zealot to come out. Does he try and follow it up? Yeah, he's got to get on out of there. And Nice can finally take that Nexus. Hasn't done so just yet.
Blocking the gas steal, nicely done. That probe on hold position. Of course, an assimilator, refinery, extractor, any of the gas buildings take a bit more space than the actual geyser. So if you just hold position a unit next to it, they can't hop into that. And a nice way there of just stopping the block going down. If he wants to hang out in the base, he's going to have to steal an extractor on the natural, which is not as useful.
Yeah, now unfortunately he wasn't able to just go ahead and expand to the natural behind this because Nice did leave him a nice little pylon present there to make things just a little bit difficult. So Rex is in that situation where he has to rally all those drones right across to that third base. Still patrolling around with this drone, which should die shortly as the Adeptus finally popped out here.
Good micro by Rex though to keep it alive as long as he has, and he should see the Stargate. There he goes. Well done, Rex. He's got a giant patrol path. Zealot harass comes in, doesn't really find anything. But Rex hasn't killed the pylon yet, actually. So, oh,
okay.
That's kind of annoying.
More Lings coming out here as he produces an extra couple of queens as well. That'll help him out against that Stargate there. Now he is going to need some of these Lings because there are a couple of depths being produced and he doesn't have creep between these bases. He doesn't have a whole lot to defend with, so you may just want those Lings on patrol here to stop those from getting in and doing some damage hostile. As we saw, those were very successful previously.
Yeah, the Adept's doing a lot in Nice series versus Joey earlier as well. Big feature of his early game is these Adepts. The early link speed for Rax gonna... Oh, nice micro. Those Zerglings just getting nothing there. So many of them dying. Oh, that's very frustrating.
Really sick from Nice, and he's going to continue forward here, see if he can dip in and maybe find some more damage. There is a Void Ray follow-up to the Oracle here. These Lings are going to come back around and try and find those Adepts, which I believe are now slipping into the main, so they're going to get a few kills.
Ooh, yeah, not bad at all. And going to pick off a few of these Zerglings on the way out as well. 4 drones, bit of mining time. Not the best stasis trap. That one was kind of poorly placed by Nice. He really loves his stasis traps. He likes to just queue those up, mount the pressure, sync it up with things happening elsewhere and see what he can get done. Rex is down a couple of workers, but that's not unusual for this point in the game, and Nice has, of course, not secured a third base just yet. As long as Rex gets a move on with the droning, he should be okay.
Oracle gets deflected by those queens. Another Oracle is in production, and Rex is keeping tabs on when Nice might expand. He's got one Ling at the forward third and one over at the other potential third. Now that is where the probe is heading, so with these shades we'll clear that up. And that'll give Rex a nice indication of what's going on here. And keeping a tab on the tech as well. So far it's just been Stargate and Adepts.
I do like the melee here. Especially, it's nice. I mean, he plays SkyToss almost every single game in the last few weeks. He's been very predictable with it, so why not go for the melee? It just gives you a bit more mobility. Ling Bane able to harass without putting so much investment into roaches, which is such an immobile and awkward tech to be using up against SkyToss.
Can get a lot of value for it, and do kind of like you would in a ZVT. Try those backstabs, run a few Banes in if you get the opportunity. It can be difficult because the Protoss can turtle up really hard. Being SkyToss, they don't have a whole lot on the ground, but we do have 3 Oracles about to slither into this third base. He pulls back to that spore immediately.
One Queen does get frozen as she pops. Is he doing a Queenling Bane walk? Oh, he's doing the Queenling Bane walk! Oh, this is a wild attack. Oh, this is such a crazy one. And, oh, there's quite a lot of Adepts there, though. Yeah, you can't really fight into that, not with the shield battery up. And, oh, he's warping in more sentries already. Sentry's really good against this. Those Banelings not going to be able to morph.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's going to come in again and try and target down those Banes with what energy he has left.
Ow. Ow. Stop.
It's such a ridiculous fight. Queens are actually going to engage ahead of time, and it's mostly Sentry Adept here. They do use some transfuses, but there's so many shield batteries here, Pig. Oh my god, that's 5 shield batteries.
That's being shut down. I mean, the Banelings just weren't able to morph. The Banelings are what does this. The Banelings are what makes this work, and I think we've learned a lesson here about how your Banelings should always morph near where the Queens are coming from. So the Queens can kind of defend them. Otherwise, you end up in a scenario where you just get completely wiped. Rex attack falling flat, and that is a dominant hold for Nice.
Yeah, he absolutely slapped that down. I see a big sigh from Rex there on the player cam, because now, obviously, Nice isn't going to just mad chill. He's going to come in with his own pressure. He's got 2 more Immortals coming behind this. He's starting to get charged as well. Yeah, that's just it. Rex isn't going to have anything to defend against that. GG, Nice. Taking game number 1.
Yeah, very clean victory there. Looked like he was getting some good momentum with the Adepts and so on. The Oracle's coming on in. And then, I mean, that's actually a very cute attack. The Queenling Bane is really, it gets across the map so fast. And if there goes, for instance, Disruptors, like 1 or 2 Disruptors does nothing against that because the Lings surround so quickly and your Banelings can just bust through shield batteries and so on. So it's kind of a cute way of dealing with someone who's going maybe 2 Stargate Void Ray into Disruptor. But if they're making Adepts already, they're making Sentries already. Oh man, that was just such a good defense by Nice.
Yeah, they made it look easy. They made it look like a silly strategy, to be quite honest. But I like the ideas from Rex. You know, he's not just playing a normal macro game. He started it off with something a little spicier. So we'll see if that theme continues in just a moment. We'll go to a break. When we come back, we'll be continuing the series. hello, welcome back once again. We are kicking off here in our series of Nice vs Rex. The first game is done and dusted. That means we have 4 more potential maps left in this series before we hand over to EU. And I do hope we get a little bit more action out of these players. It has potential to go long though, because it is game number 2 on Romanticide Pig. Now, on a scale of 1 to Sky Toss, what are the chances we'll see Nice play a longer Stargate-based game here?
Let me just consult my StarCraft intuition. 14.
14.
That's the number of Void Rays by the 8-minute mark, Zeph.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
No worries.
I mean, literally, but
I'm not joking. That's going to happen.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. At last time we watched these guys play, I think it was Juggernaut the Romanticide. It would have been the ones where he went ham on the voids. So always a tough one to deal with for Zerg. We'll see how Rex rolls with it. I'll be very surprised if we're not seeing a Stargate here.
Yeah, it would be really uncharacteristic. I do like when Nice does kind of like proxy gate adept shenanigans, kind of like I guess what we saw from Haas earlier, except normally with about 3 or 4 gateways combined with the oracles. That being said, Nice has shown one thing repeatedly. I make adepts, I make 3 to 4 oracles, and then I make 2 robos, and then I go from there. Usually towards Sky Toss. Depends how to get there based on the situation. Of course, I've got Nice in the top left-hand side of the map, the blue Protoss, representing Good Game Gaming.
And over here in the bottom right, he is from Team GP. This is Rex.
Nice does not believe in Zergs expanding to their natural. He always commits to that early probe. And Rex is actually going to send a second drone, and that's definitely going to get him to pylon block it.
It's so frustrating as Zerg when that happens. Trying so hard.
Nice didn't actually, he actually missed a little bit of probe production there. He didn't have a 16th probe queued up, so maybe like 10 seconds, almost a full probe. You can see Nice is down a supply from where he'd normally be at this point in the game. So I think he was actually a little shocked to see 2 drones fall down.
Yeah. Did himself a little bit of a double take. Drone comes in, obviously no hatch block this time. And minerals for that, but he can take the long way around the base and just have a bit of a look-see. Not too much to observe just yet, but he does at least confirm that things look relatively normal for Nice. You never want to take the risk of not confirming the basic information here. Trying to get a little bit of revenge.
Yeah, you like blocking expansions, Protoss player. You can play at that game. A little bit of Zerg revenge there, as that Zerg does maybe get a little promotion. Maybe to the rank of captain for that. He scouted, he saw everything, and he put down a GG spray tag on the way out. Oh, he's going to tell the drones at home about that one.
Oh, that's so cool. We so rarely see the sprays and stuff used.
Now, the core before Nexus is something Nice is very happy to just chrono 2 adepts out and go straight across the map anyway. And with this build, his Stargate does get delayed. I think the drone's still hanging out over there in the main, checking for the tech. Likewise, the probe here. We'll head home now. Just going to mineral walk that, so it should get out. Does the adept go and chase the drone down in the main, though? Or does he go straight across the map, I wonder? The drone's on the patrol path, and yeah, he's going to say, 1 adept's not that important. As long as I get the 2 adepts across immediately when the second adept pops, that's what's important.
Yeah, absolutely. He had a pretty good success with that in the last game. With a surprising amount of drone and ling damage.
Oh, and he knows it's coming, so Rex is going to run 4 Zerglings in the moment those adepts move out.
Smart cookie.
Oh, the adept's staying at home, though. Nice. Playing a little bit more conservatively, knowing there's 4 lings on the map. Very high-level adjustments.
Gosh, the way these guys think about the game is actually just so impressive, so cool to watch. And that Overlord's going to take a bit of a deeper peek into the base here just to confirm what's going on. Obviously, we have the Stargate. There's Void Ray 1 of 14 pig.
Keep that count going. Keep that count going. For those who are wondering, it's probably possible to get that many, but I think you need to go 1 base, 2 Stargate Void Ray off double gas opening. Like, mathematically, otherwise, I don't think you can get 14 Void Rays by 8 minutes. Maybe 9 minutes, maybe, but yeah, that's a lot of Void Rays. So we'll see how that one goes. For now, though, Void Ray into Oracle looks pretty straightforward, pretty standard for Nice. Rex not being disrupted so much in the early game just yet. See if he can stabilize a little bit more. I would have liked to see... Actually, I like that spore time. That's pretty late spore timing because he saw the Void Ray first. So really adapting to the circumstances he finds himself in is Rex as well.
Yeah, great to see these small adjustments with these lings. He remains active on the map and he sees, okay, you've got a 3rd base coming in. So he has a really good read on exactly what Nice has got happening at the moment. Not sure if you can quite see that Stargate there when he pokes in, but we do have the next Void Ray in production. And Rex, likewise, starting to think about some tech. He's heading towards that lair.
Got a Forge on the way. There we go. 2nd Stargate as well. The Skytoss signs are there. And oh, it gets off! It was on like 1 hit point! Oh, that's a big one.
That's really frustrating for Rex.
And here it
And
begins.
guess what?
Nice's favorite game, Adepts at Oracles. Do you want to play, Zerg player?
That's a hard no from Rex.
Get out of here, Adepts. Told you before, you're not welcome.
Well, he still may find some damage yet. There's the first couple going down. Oh, nice. He actually gets on top of those Adepts with the Lings and flushes them out, loses 2 workers. The Void Rays are next on the list, though. They're going to come in here. However, there are 3 Queens at the ready with the Spore, so he's got to be a little bit careful about getting too fresh in there.
Much better worker count this time from Rex, despite the damage that is obviously undeniable. Rex has got 3 bases full of workers. The problem is Rex does not have a 4th base, nor the control to really get out there and secure one. He's going to go for a Hydra Den right now. So it looks like some sort of lurker Hydra sort of play. And I don't know if you can ever really kill Nice with lurkers on this map. So I'm not really sure. Maybe Rex goes for like a mid-game Hydra timing, just a big ground attack. The thing is, you can't really kill a player's 3rd base on this map. So you kind of need to hope that Nice overcommits to defending a 4th out in the open. And he always has the choice to just pull back from the 4th base and chill out. If you're making mass Hydra, that's not an army he's got to be worried about in the long game.
Yeah, a little bit interesting. Okay, so we see the Spire coming up now. The last time... Oh, okay, super hidden.
That's so cool. We almost never see that anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I can't think of the last time I saw that.
Yeah, it's been ages. I think there's so many air units and harassment things going around the edges of the map these days that it's like, it's too often it gets scouted accidentally anyway. So, yeah, cool to mix in that hidden Spire and Hydras as well. So mutas are the last thing you're thinking about. The Hydra tech is really going to try and bait Nice into going Disruptors and Colossus and that sort of stuff.
This is an interesting evolution of this style, because Rex has done this before where he's just gone ham on Hydra and tried to end the game, and Nice pretty handily dealt with it. But this is sort of coming in with a greater plan, got a next step already around the corner, and maybe that anticipation of how Nice will react will bode well for him here in game number 2. Oracle's going to slip back in. That is a very hurt Oracle, my goodness.
Fleet Beacon is now on the way as the Hydra count goes up. Roach Speed's on the way as well. Rex is kind of banking up a little bit. To wait before he dumps into those Mutalisks. 8 going to be the beginning of it. 9. It's not a bad count, but oh, Nice. He's going to see it.
Is he?
Is he though?
Is he though?
He's
very
like,
close.
Oh, there's an Overlord down there. Let's go kill that for free. Why not?
Yeah, he's too good to leave that alone.
There's a bonus he doesn't even know about. Oh! Oh, hello! And Rex.
Surprise!
Oh, that disappeared quick.
I would just start crying right now if I was Rex. That sucks. How many meters did he actually manage to make?
I think 10.
Alright, well, that's not too bad.
It's a good squad. go on in, start to snipe some workers. There's no Phoenix or anything, but the Void Rays, the carriers, there's cannons and batteries everywhere. Feels like a hard situation to find any openings.
Yeah, I really liked the idea, but just not seeing how it's going to work on Romanticide of all maps. And it's at that point now where he now has to recreate that spire somewhere, hopefully a little bit more defended, and he doesn't really have a way of slowing down the toss at the moment. And we're starting to get more and more carriers in the mix. Disruptors obviously still being produced as well, so Rex is teching up, but I think he's going to be hard-pressed to do anything about that giant Protoss Death Ball for a bit.
That's a big boy worker count, so there's always hope when you've got that many workers, but it's this weird point where you're kind of in between different armies, none of which you've got the best upgrades for or anything. Triple upgrades is cool and all, but this is the sort of game where I go, you know what? I mean, Rex has got a creep out, kind of not the greatest, but a bit. He's building spores, all the upgrades. This is the sort of game where sometimes Protoss just pushes with like +2 air attack and like 8 carriers and they just win. Because it's so long, even with this economy, before you get up Broodlords for the anti-ground, before you get up Corruptors with good upgrades or enough Queens and Infestors with energy, Vipers with energy. So Rex has got to get a lot of very expensive pieces together to get this late game army going.
That's exactly right. And it's not going to be too long before we're seeing both of them max out. And oh god, those Void Rays are so fast.
Oh my.
Dude.
Protoss Mutalisks right there.
Yep, just zap the hatchery. Doesn't even matter.
Lol.
Investors need to flee. Get out of there.
That's actually the sound. Whenever there's that many Void Rays clicking on a hatchery, it's LOL! LOL!
It's too accurate. Oh. You should do like a voice pack, dude.
I wish they would let me do a voice pack. Yeah, they said that Australians are too offensive.
Oh.
No, I think they'd stop doing voice packs by the time I was finding out that it was even an option, unfortunately. But 8 probes going down. Damn, not bad. These mutas have been very efficient. Protoss, who never builds Phoenix, apparently does leave an opening, but it's a lot of supply tied up in those mutas. And that does mean these Void Rays are obviously doing even more damage than the mutas, being very annoying. Greatest Buyer, Ultra Cavern, Adrenal Glands, +3 range, Neuroparasite, 13 spores up against what? Carriers charge, +2 air attack, +1 ground weapons. And of course, Nice, really good with those upgrades. No doubt. He hears my vaguely insulting interview questions, making fun of him for that one game. And he has not missed a beat. He's been chronoing it non-stop.
Yep. He's looking real good. He's living his wildest Skytoss dreams at the moment. And how's that for a shopping list in the production tab for Rex? He's just trying to get everything he could possibly need to defend against this. That's a lot of gas sitting on that production tab right now as he tries to upgrade the Ultras, the Banes, the air units, the ranged units, the melee unit, all of it.
It's the rainbow. It's all the colors at once in one production tab. Ain't gonna find much there. Lings, a few meters do go down. Mama's there, of course, cloaking everything up. And the meters do go on around into the natural. Void Rays find the top right hatchery. They are finding value all game long. I gotta say though, Rex is keeping Nice busy at least, and he's not really losing the most important bases. Still got 10 gases going, still on 5 base. Second Spire's on the way. The ground upgrades are amazing for Rex. And you're trading out some of the worst units that you don't really need.
Ooh. Nice. Very cool. Gets a snipe there. I have to say, I am a little bit impressed with how much he actually did with those mutas. I know he didn't do mad damage, right? But he made a bunch, and he comes into a Protoss land of cannons and batteries and not a whole lot of ability to do damage. So they stayed alive and they harassed him for a really long time. They're gone now, but we're transitioning into the era of the Corruptor. Maybe we'll see some Vipers if we're lucky.
Yeah, potentially. I think if you play Mega Late Game, you do need to, at some point, get both Spellcasters. But if there's not too many Void Rays, it's... oh, actually, there are Vipers as well. Okay. Yeah, basically, the Vipers are mostly there to deal with the Void Rays! Ow!
Okay, no Vipers anymore. That means the Mothership is extra effective. You can't just abduct it and eliminate it from the fight. And Nice is going to push forward in here. There's a Microbial Shroud on top of the Queens, and there's a lot of spores here. Can he actually choose for all these interceptors? Ouch.
Disruptor just comes flying out of nowhere. Storms! Ow! Ooh, those storms are big. The Ultras will clean up the ground army. Wait, they don't have Overseers. They don't have... Oh, they need Overseers. They can see the High Templar and actually kill them. The Disruptors are up in melee with the Queens. The Storms are landing on the Corruptors. Oh, this looks like a pretty decent fight for Nice. Even though he loses the ground army. Actually, he's out of Interceptors. He's got to get out of there. Hold on. Time to recall.
Wow. I am actually a little bit surprised how much of that he actually cleared out, because Nice had some pretty good moments in that fight, but does have to back up with what carriers he has left and keeping those 2 Archons alive. He is replenishing his forces here, though. We already see more Void Rays in the mix on that production tab, and he's brought in a bunch of charge lots here. Going to try a different angle and see if he can maybe move up into somewhere with a few less spores.
Good spellcaster count still there for Rex. And the Broodlord count growing. Banelings and Ultras, I think at this point, Nice does not have a crazy... Oh! Hot damn! A little bit of defecation there, blocking the Nexus. That Overlord just making nasty in that bottom left expansion. I'd like to see a bit of an Ultraling Bane counterattack at this point, if Rex could spare the money to go actually hit Nice, because he's so focused on surviving. But I actually think after defending that attack, if you could just spare like 20 supply, like 30 Zerglings, you know, 20 Banelings, something like that, just something like that. Smash into the third, kill some probes, kill some cannons, because Nice doesn't have a giant bank just yet. And if you can slow down his growth, don't let him get these giant walls of cannons up, there's still a time in the game where those sort of ground attacks can be effective.
Absolutely, but it's so hard to pick that, isn't it? Because you do get stuck in this mindset of, oh my god, where's the army? How am I going to deal with it? And already you can see that Nice is starting to climb in that gas count. He's starting to probably get some more minerals once he gets that fresh base mining as well, but he's setting himself up really nice for that extra late game scenario that we're heading into, while Rex continues to churn out more upgrades as well.
Ooh-wee. All right, 2-2 air upgrades, 3-3 melee coming in to round out the ground upgrades for Rex. Balls and spines all over the shop. Fungal as well, making it a little hard to engage. Microbial Shroud, kind of the more important upgrade, I think, in these scenarios. There's a lot of Corruptors out. I'm not. If we could see the units tab, that's probably the most important thing, I think, during these fights. 14 Corruptors, not enough to take that on. 4 Queens, not enough to take that on. Where's the anti-air? Oh no, Rex, you gotta give up this base. He doesn't have an army that can fight this. He's gonna go for it, but he can't fight this. He does not have the army to deal with this.
Now he's got to back on out of there, loses 10 drones on the retreat. And he's just going to immediately retake that hatchery, and yeah, that was a pretty nice fight for Nice. Does lose 5 Templar in there though.
Yeah, the Broodlings from the hatchery, because the Broodlords already wounded them all, and the Broodlings from the hatchery actually killed like 3 or 4 High Templar before they recalled. So a little bit of revenge before they did expire. So it does cost him something as the Tempest transition comes on in. It's something that he does like to do a lot, but if you win one late game fight against him, Nice immediately gives up on Tempest every time. It's really funny. He'll always build Tempest when he's winning, and the moment he loses a fight, he's like, I knew I shouldn't have built Tempests. And he will never build a single one. He'll only build like Void Rays and Carriers from then on. But can Rex beat him in that late game fight? Right now, Rex is very heavy on the Broodlords and Spores, which is, and it's not bad, right? Spellcasters and Spores can do pretty well versus Skytoss, but if he's ever not there to defend the Spores, the Immortals and Archons and whatnot on the ground, he can clear out the Spore Crawlers, and he doesn't have enough Corruptors and Queens to really just fight head on against this, no matter how good his spellcasting is.
We do have 5 extra Stargates finished for Nice now, so if he does take that fight where he loses a chunk of air army, it's going to be instantly back on the field. And Rex, likewise, working on his own bank now. He's got a good creep empire on the bits of the map that he owns. Plenty of spellcasters, and he's just making spores like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and that's the way to do it. Make sure you can't die. Gives you these safety zones. Gonna look for some abducts. Overseer sticks the eyeball out of its head, and he goes, ooh, nope. Does get a Void Ray though, so not bad. Good trade there for an Overseer. An Overseer is like well, in cost, I never really think about the cost of an Overseer, but I mean, it's an Overlord plus a 50 mineral, 50 gas upgrade, right? So it is 150 minerals, 50 gas, 200 resources total. It's not a cheap unit.
Nice.
That's not a cheap unit either.
No, it's not.
Tell us, Twitch chat, how much does that unit cost? How many resources did Nice just lose?
Oh, well, here's some of those attacks that you were hoping to see. He runs in with a bunch of Ultra. There is a fair amount of cannon here, though, and there's some friends from the Protoss.
Run! Ooh. Oh, he's fighting on the front. Got the Carrier of Dark. Oh, feedback down! Parasitic Fungal, though. Ooh, big combo. Oh, the Parasitic just slaughtered some of the
Can he get another one? He's actually starting to churn through this army.
Uh-oh, Broodlords go in deep, and they will pay the price for that, the ultimate price. Corruptor's going to take out the carriers, though. Ooh, good focus fire. Oh, how is there more Storm energy in there? Those High Templar were just stacked to the gills on energy.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. He got a little bit more value there than I expected he would. And Rex taking a decent fight there. 15 more Corruptors, a few Broods, and some Ultras. Pretty much wipes out his gas bank. But same for Nice. I mean, he's got to rebuild some of that expensive stuff that he just lost. And we're getting down towards those last difficult to take bases here. And they may end up battling over those in just a little bit, because no one's really taken a massive fight just yet.
We check in on the units lost tab, actually. I imagine it's in Nice favor, but a little. Yeah, not massively. A couple thousand. Not that big of a deal, actually. That's kind of okay, because no one's taking the other player's map yet. So unless Nice denies one of these middle bases or something, feels like they'll both mine out a similar amount. It will come down to the ultimate cost efficiency, but also gas is weighted usually heavier than minerals in this matchup. Oh, mama! Mama!
Oh no! Oh, she's saved by a storm and some Archons.
Yeah, you don't want to fly over all that splash damage with the Corrupt. It's too dangerous. I mean, as a Zerg, you know she'll present herself again later. You're gonna get the abduct.
Best is looking for the right moment to drop another fungal so that they can get the parasitic bomb combo there. That's really the way to go. And he's Rex is also taking the forward base here, so he's starting to use up all the remainder of the mining that he has available on his side of the map. And the amount of static defense is getting a bit unreal. He's just making sure to spam that as much as possible so that anywhere that Nice has to engage him on his territory is going to be really awkward for the Protoss.
Gets a Tempest, gets an Oracle. Oracles. Oh, you're going to shoot that. Yeah, there we go. And another carrier. Ooh, and some Void Rays. I mean, he's losing quite a few Corruptors, though. So those trades, I'm never sure who's won out on. And the battle report, maybe it'll update in a second. I think it needs a moment. There we go.
It also needs time to think.
Yeah. Nice killed his own Tempest, apparently. Okay. Interesting.
It's always difficult, those little exchanges. It seems like on paper it should be fairly simple. Like, oh, you just go in and abduct the thing, and because you've got so many Corruptors, you just eliminate it from the game. But it's so hard to go in and not lose stuff yourself because you take shots from everything else. Your Tempest fire on those other units even as they're flying away. So you always kind of lose something, and it's really difficult to probably valuable to you.
Did he just blow his Banelings up on his Ultralisk?
That was definitely a misclick on that Ultra.
No! I've never seen that happen. I guess he wanted to A-click on the cannon. Normally you just right-click them on cannons and batteries. That's interesting. A weird technique and a fumble on the hands for Rex, and he blows up a bunch of Banelings that would have cleared the static and instead kills his own Ultralisk. A big mistake at a moment where he could have cracked that top base and be killing her, and instead he's going to be losing a base for free in the bottom, losing the Broodlords and the Ultra Bane in the top. Oh, this is a real bummer. A big mistake there for Rex.
Tries to abduct a carrier, but he can't capitalize on that, and that base at the top middle there is also going to get taken out because he's just not in position to deal with it, I don't think. balls are getting taken out here, and he decides, yeah, look, that's not a great place for me to engage right now. I think I'm going to have to let that go. I wouldn't mind seeing him run the drones. Also getting, did he lose infestation pick? He's building another one right now. While he attacks up here in the north at the same time.
There's like 3,000 minerals worth of shield batteries at that middle base where the ultras and the lings are, so at least he's clearing out an important area for Nice. I mean, I say clearing out very slowly. He's trying to deep clean that base, but there is years of shield batteries built up in there.
Nice parasitic bomb, but Nice also splits against that, minimizes the damage. The feedbacks on the front lines there, making those Vipers not so handy. A good fungal and parasitic bomb combo. The storm there. Oh my goodness, that hits so much stuff. He is starting to snipe a lot of these air units though.
Yeah, a lot of the carriers did go down. Rex is broke though. Nice has got money to spare, and I think this push has done enough. There's still a bunch of Archons there as well, so you fly over. Oh, Mama gets a bit overeager trying to time warp the Broodlords. She gets it off, and it does slow them down with movement and attack to half, and a recall out, realizing he's overstayed his welcome. Nice. I think a great point to pull back. Got a massive mineral bank advantage. I think he's got charge, so this is actually a great time if he's got the gateway count to start Zealot run buying. It's going to be so hard for Rex, who wasn't able to really deal with the air army. He's all like Infestors, Queens, Vipers. None of these things, Corruptors, they don't help versus Zealots. And we've got a run by coming through the middle of the map. I think that's exactly what Rex is going to do here.
Yeah, there's just going to be no response to that. The only thing he really has is a few Lings and those Broodlords. And they're too slow. The Broodlords are too slow to actually make a difference. And these are upgraded Chargelots. So, really cool move. He's going to come in. He's going to take out the Spires. He could get the Hive as well if he's not cleaned up by these Lings. Yeah, they take so long to die, but the Lings are actually doing a pretty good job. I thought he might actually be able to get both Spires.
Well, one Spire is still good, and just forcing all these Lings out when Rex is already broke, not bad. Of course, Rex is super broke on the gas, which is probably the biggest problem. But we'll see exactly how it goes. Queens are there on the way. Extra Vipers being added. Just getting the composition right is so tough here for both players. And I mean, Nice doesn't have that many resources to work with. He's only up 8 army supply. There is hope for Rex. It just feels like Nice has been a bit more assertive. He's the one pushing in, finding the trades, picking off the bases. And there's a couple of times where Rex has split his army up. It meant, I feel like he's lost more bases than he's taken out every single time. So, as I said, the reason I wanted those Lingbane Ultra run-bys earlier is I wanted them before there was 300 cannons and batteries at every base. At this point, the Protoss has kind of built the insurance against losing their gas income by just dumping minerals into these structures. And you don't really care about those minerals too much as the Protoss player. This is just a way of making sure you secure that gas income for later, keep it alive, and that makes it really hard for the Zerg to start smashing down your economy.
Rex has started to rebuild a little bit here. But those are still going to be bases that Nice looks to target. Can, because that's where all the money is for Rex. And he is still struggling to get what he needs out here. I mean, having just 300 gas in the bank isn't really going to cut it. I think it's like one more fight for Rex maybe, and then if he can't make something happen from there, he's going to be looking a little bit rough. We'll see how long he gets to mine that gas for. He's still trying to get that extra Great Aspire out as well because he lost the first one.
New Mama round 3 has just popped in the bottom left of the map. So new Mama ships out. She's ready to help fight. And obviously can definitely do a lot of very powerful things to especially recall in the back, and the tech can be good. Hasn't really used it that way. It's more just been about, hey, you have to bring overseers every time you come forward to try to abduct units. It's just a bit more difficult for you. Sometimes you don't realize you're walking into High Templar that are cloaked. They feed back to Vipers. It just complicates the equation there for Rex.
Yeah. On the topic of talking about how much overseas actually cost too, this is where you start to feel it.
Yeah.
Because you have a fight, you're trying to remax, you need to make overseas, and you find, oh, actually I can't morph any because I've run out of gas. Yeah. So it can be really rough as things go on when you're on a lower economy. You've got to train fast in here. He actually does get some of these cannons this time, but there's the shield battery overcharge. He's in the middle line with a couple of Lings, but Archon's already here to defend.
Yeah, the defense is too good. There's always a pack of Archon and Mortal High Templar covering one side of the map. and the other army covering the other side. I think against Nice, you actually need to go up the guts into the natural. Is usually the least defended point. His natural and main. Whereas his edge base is where he's predictably getting attacked. He has this little squad on one side, his main army hovering on the bottom left. The middle is actually the least defended area. It's unintuitive, but definitely where if Rex wants to keep doing ling round buys, he's got to go for the natural and the tech in the main.
Yeah, and he would have a clear shot at it too. You're absolutely right. He could just run straight through. Like, this is the point in the game where you're not super stressing about having a unit in the wall or anything like that. So you can often just waltz straight in, maybe tug down the stargates, maybe start killing off some of that tech, so that he doesn't have such an easy time replenishing all these army units, because now Nice is playing Rex's own game. He's actually kind of creeping forward with some of that static defense. So it's going to be a really weird engagement.
Yeah, building the forward static, and you see the orange shots on the Tempest. That tells you they've got tectonic destabilizers, which is, of course, the upgrade that gives a lot of bonus damage to buildings to the Tempest. Specifically added in for this sort of scenario for breaking the Spore Crawlers. And, Broodlords on the north, sieging a little bit. Mama's up there, so she will defend that base with Cloak on the bottom. The Broodlords want to push things back. Venturing a bit too far. One of those Broodlords almost dying to a cannon right now. They're way too far forward.
Yeah, he wants to get something going, but it's a little bit rough. The mothership is up here. Oh, look at that. Recalls it in to zap these Broodlords. All that Ling Bane gets wiped out as well. The Broodlords are retreating behind the Spore Crawlers. Rex is trying to float up to the top right and deal with this.
Indeed, those Broodlords fall on back, but they're getting hunted down. That's what I talk about with the spores. When your army's not there to cover them, the spores go down so quickly. Parasitic Bomb, nice. Right there in the middle of the pack. Lots of damage. Good spready from Nice, though, to mitigate the damage. And look at that, the feedbacks. Oh, the combination of Revelations, Observers. This is Nice in his element. This is the Nice I've been waiting to see. I've been really saying Nice late game ain't that good. And finally, we get to see him just controlling every aspect of it. I don't know if it's just because he's had momentum from the start, but he's actually syncing up Revelations, tagging the army. He's using Tempest Focus Fire, moving in and out. Storm's always in front of the army to drop feedback. And he's just massing Cannon Battery and slowly pushing back Berserk's territory. I mean, it just feels like Rex is getting pushed out of this game inexorably, slowly but steadily. He's getting pushed out. And I mean, he's not only losing control of the top right base, which is such an important base, he's also being less efficient in the units lost. And that adds up over time. It adds up so much. I mean, there's a 13,000 bank for Nice, only 5,000 for Rex.
Absolutely. I think the big difference too is Nice is cleaning out actual bases that still have mining left on them. What's Rex doing? He's killing batteries and cannons. He's still not through the static defense of his opponent. He just really hasn't been able to gain much ground at all.
Oh, another recall. Says,
yep,
okay,
there it is.
Cleared out the spores on one side, let's clear them out on the other. Storm taking out the Banelings and the Broodlords as well. Storming himself there maybe a little unnecessarily. Corruptor's coming on forward, but they don't want to chase into the battery cannon, and the Tempest make quick work of those Broodlords.
Yeah, the feedbacks on the Vipers suck as well. Those Vipers are basically full energy too, so you gotta really watch it. He's not found a good opportunity to dive in there and pick off some units, maybe get the mothership. It's been really tough and Nice. Continuing to press forward. Oh, that's a pretty big fungal. He gets quite a clump there. Where's the follow-up?
High Templar are gone. Fungal Parasitic Bomb combo abducts Mama. Look at that Parasitic Bomb damage. Ooh, Rex finally finding the fight that he's been looking for all game long. He's going to capitalize, taking out all the carriers. That was a beautiful engagement there for Rex. Nice overstepping.
Can he continue this reign of terror? We've got the Stalker Warpins now because it's pure corrupted down here on the bottom left. The Greater Spy goes down again, so will the Ultra Den. And quite frankly, the Hive is in danger too. He just made a huge round of Lings, but instead of using them for the offense, he's going to have to use them to try and clean this up before he loses too much of the tech in the main, and he will do so. But this does give Nice an opportunity to start remaking some more stuff. He's cleaning up the static defense and churning out those Void Rays again from the Stargates.
And Rex stuck on building the lair now from scratch. The Ultras, Vipers coming in, but there's no way to get Broodlords back out again. Stalker's, of course, not the best unit. A couple of Broods left. Oh, barely surviving with just like a couple hit points. That red hit point Broodlord, very happy to keep its life for now.
He doesn't have any queens, does he?
Don't think so. Might have lost his spawning pool. Might not even be able to build any.
Yeah, this is pretty dire for Rex here. Just look at the money difference too. Rex is barely mining gas at this point, whereas Nice still looking decently healthy. He's got the top base, he's got the bottom left, and he's rebuilding that. Skytoss army carriers coming back into the mix now as well. And, you know, stoked to see Rex finally get that attack that he was looking for, but you still have to kill him somehow. And that's the bit that's going to be tripping him up here.
Rex at this point, I think he's kind of going, I may not win, but I will not die. I won't go down without a fight, dude. And, you know, there's another fight like the last one, and it's actually very feasible, right? Because Nice has maybe 1,000 gas left, I think, to mine on the map. Like, it can't be much more than that after that last Remax. And if we could see the top left units lost tab just to see the raw values, I'd love to see that as well as these gases. There's 900 gas left in the bottom left base. That one's out. And then, ooh, oh, gets an observer. Chasing some stalkers off. The Ling Ultra skirmishing there. Yeah, these sort of games come down to how many resources. So if we can check those gases in the top right when this fighting's done, that'd be great. Ooh, good bungles. And he chains it. You can't leave.
That's certainly one way to start getting that value in there. Your gas counts happening in there.
1,700 gas. So yeah, about 2,500, maybe 3,000 gas at most left on the map for Nice. So that means he's got about 4,000 gas left in total. And that's it. That's all he will get for this game. Rex is just retaking the base in the top right. So he will have a trickle of gas coming in. That'll be his last gas income as well, I believe, as he starts mining that out. And that's out. Yeah, I don't think he has other bases mining gas. I'm not sure. Maybe the bottom left base has a little bit left.
Yeah.
Oh, actually a lot. 2,000.
That's more than I expected him to have. Okay, I'm sitting here thinking that Rex is actually pretty much mined out of gas as well, but does have a little bit more to work with. Okay.
Oh my god, the Void Rays, Nice always does this. Yeah, whenever you think you win a fight versus him, he goes, oh, an excuse to build 15 Void Rays, and he starts running him around sniping bases. It's this like weird late game harassment that he does, and players are never ready for it. It's so surprising. That's such an important base to snipe. It is only minerals for now, but it's also time that is not gas being mined. Greatest Fire has finally finished rebuilding there, so we're going to see Corruptors rejoin, but this top right base, I mean, Rex might as well just give up on it for now. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, he will actually be able to take out these units at the very least.
It's the Observer as well.
I'm not sure if he can do much about the Yeet Rays sliding back in there and taking it out a second time. I think they might be down. Actually, where are they? I was going to say they might be down towards the bottom left. Oh, here they come. Big cloud.
So did we get the units lost tab? Has Rex been more efficient at this point? I think he's probably been slightly more. It's probably pretty even. Making me do maths. Can we just see the top left one instead of the production tab, please? The L tab. There we go. Thank you. Okay, that's terrible for Rex. Never mind. Yeah, that's real bad. That's real bad.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unfamiliar for this matchup, but yeah, because this map's been split so evenly, plus the top right denied, that definitely doesn't speak too well for Rex. I'm actually wondering how he has a similar amount of like gas remaining on the map. So Nice after all those trades. Was it all just mineral advantage for Nice in the trades, maybe? Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, the fungal parasitic bomb, but the feedback's answer. Oh, another big fungal, and the Broodlords and the High Templar storm themselves. He goes Dota level deny. You're not getting the experience points. Rex is like, okay, dude, no worries. I'm happy to take him out.
No last hits here, and he's going to back up right into this static defense, take out what he can. Rex is really pushing the issue here. He's still got Vipers to work with. He's still got Infestors down here. Queens have joined the fray again too. He's going to try and take a good fight. A little bit difficult. There's a mothership, but can he finish it off? Yes,
Minus 400. I mean, that's it, dude. Rex is fighting back into this, but if the Tempest focus fire the Brood Lords, that's going to be really nasty. Those Broods, can't be losing those Broods. They're so expensive.
He actually has limited Infestor energy left to play with here as well. Maybe 2 or 3 fungals.
Tempest can keep chipping at the spores. Plenty of mineral bank to work on. Losing spores not an issue. It's all about babysitting the gas units for both sides. This late game ZVP on either side, it often gets decided by who gets a bit kind of overeager and starts throwing gas units away, right? So even Ultralisks or Bane lanes, you can't be throwing them away at this point. Zerglings, you can throw away for days. Zealots for days. Spores for days. But the gas, the Vipers, the Infestors, the High Templar, anytime you lose 5 or 6 Vipers, 5 or 6 High Templar, it's a massive problem.
Ultras, run! Ooh. Oh, they can't. Void Rays.
Oh! Youch.
Ugh. I wonder... Oh, no, he had Oracles with it. I was going to say, I wonder if he would have been better off burrowing, but it wouldn't have made a difference. He's going to use the Lings down here in the bottom left anyway, just to try and get some value, clear out some of this static D from Nice, and try pressing forward. He's been chipping away at this static defense for like a good 10 minutes, I swear. Yeah. He hasn't really been able to get through it till now, and you see him sort of trying to push the creep out with it so that he can't just rebuild it right away.
Run, lads, run! He will reposition.
Yeah, gonna give up that position as well. He doesn't need that base anymore.
Oh, those lanes ain't gonna break through there. It is just Zerglings though, it's just minerals. Not the most important, but it could be important later on. Remember, Queens are actually a not bad unit that shoots up and heals everything. It heals all your valuable units. So starting to add Queens in this gas star point is really important for Rex. Yeah, and he's doing it. So if he can start transfusing his Broods, his Infestors. Oh, ow, ow, pop,
oh,
pop,
no.
popped.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord, it's like popping pimples there for Nice. He just takes out a bunch of the Infestors, drains all of their energy pool. The Lings try to answer, and they kill only 1 High Templar.
That's so rough for Rex. Both of them sitting on that low gas now. And Nice keeps mopping up bits of Rex's empire here and pushing him further and further back into the corner. If he can't hold that middle base, I think that's it. Like, that's the one spot he's got that's decked out with spores. That's where he really wants to fight if he has to. But every other position's kind of being dealt with by Rex. By Nice.
Spore's going to pull down a little bit. The Void Ray Archon so mobile. Oh, gotta watch out though. Those Interceptors, already a few of them going down. High Templar looking for those feedbacks. The Revelation's so powerful. That allows him to see when that army's coming in. He sees those Vipers or Infestors get close. That's when the High Templar move out in front. The air pulls back. You land those feedbacks. The Zerg army becomes impotent.
More and more of these spores getting taken out by the Tempests, and this sort of forces the issue with Rex because you can't just let him chip away forever. But it's so hard to get close. As you were mentioning, those Templar come forward. That means the Infestors have to move back, so do the Vipers. And it looks like Nice has reached the end of his gas there.
Yep, these are his last gas units. That last carrier he's building, that's it. Interceptors only cost minerals, thankfully. So that's a great, he's got an 8k mineral bank. And he's still mining a little bit of it as well. So if you think about, actually, I'm not sure if he's mining any minerals anymore, to be honest. Maybe a tiny bit. But each intercept is what, 15 minerals? So someone can do the numbers on that. And in Twitch chat, fun maths problem for those who've been on us for this 43-minute journey so far in Game 2 of this best of 5. How many interceptors can you build with 8,000 minerals?
Do some quick maths. Probably a lot. In fact, I can use a calculator. Those are pretty handy. 533.
Ooh, okay. Wow. That's a lot of interceptors. Spores can kill a lot of interceptors, especially with fungal combos, though. Oh, watch out for the feedbacks! Oh, but look, he answers the Broodlord fungal. The High Templar are falling. The High Templar are falling. The High Templar are gone.
Oh man, he's got basically no energy left to work with. He's got maybe 1 fungal and a bunch of queens. The Vipers still haven't done a whole lot here, but it's so hard for them to get in there.
Yeah, you need some parasitic bombs in there. If you get the parasitic bombs, maybe Rex just lost so many units. His supply just plummeted.
Yeah, it's looking pretty dire. He's just remaxing on Lings. The Zealots are coming in for another round, and there are actually not a whole lot of things to clean up in here, but he will find some of the tech. There's the parasitic bombs. Does he have anything to capitalize on that with? He's got the Corruptor Cloud still. The Queens are still here, and he's saved 3 Infestors. There's no more Vipers, I don't think. So he's coming and trying to chip away at these carriers.
Still, the Zealots are going to get the Hive again. Oh my gosh, he's down to just 2 hatcheries. There's almost no production left for Rex at this point. Rex is just hanging on to this one island, and it is under siege. And Nice right now is thinking about dropping the bomb or something. He's just like, dude, how do I get you to tap out? I'm gonna like just wear it down. The Tempest is just gonna chip away at these buildings from afar, wear it down. And it does seem like Rex is out of options at this point. I was kind of believing he really did make it look like he might be able to fight back into this game, but that was going to be incredibly hard. And we see that once again, Nice just controlling more of the map, dictating where and when the fight's happening, and definitely something which Rex is not able to keep up pace with him.
Yeah, since they're out of money, he's just hoping for that one last attack. But I wonder if as these Zealots stream in, he's going to realize, well, actually, even if I did kill that army, I don't have a response to the Zealots that are just mowing through everything. He could probably... oh no, there's still some broods in there. I was going to say he could probably try and go for the Infestors and stuff, but... even so, like, bring them in the back for the next fight, you know? He can't really do anything about that. So... yeah, I mean, he's trying to stay alive. I can't say I believe anymore, but... he's basically got no Zerg left, Pig. This is truly the last island.
So we see the units tab, please, would be awesome. As there's no gas left. So 6 carriers, 16 Void Rays, 4 Tempests, no High Templar, 3 Infestors, 2 Vipers. I mean, you've got Spellcasters, Protoss doesn't. You're like, yeah, I can do this, right? 4 Broodlords, though. 4. They're going to take forever just to kill these Zealots. And he's kind of worried about leaving his island even for a moment. The thing is, whoever attacks into the defensive position of the other in this matchup gets their butts kicked. And that's why Rex is staying in this. He's like, Nice might get impatient. I'm going to stay here and see if I can get him to slip up. I mean, Rex is a very good player. And I don't think he's sitting here going, yeah, I think I'm winning. But he's just kind of looking for it. And the thing is, there's no rules in war. You get to do whatever you want that you think might give you the best chance of winning. Almost loses one of his only 2 Vipers there.
At the end of the day, 40 Corruptors is 40 Corruptors. Nice definitely can't just YOLO in here and end it. As dire as we can see it looks for Rex. So he's just going to chip away, use the Tempests, do his best to slowly chomp through what's left of his static B. Now, okay, so he has 1 Viper left, maybe 2. Yeah, 2 Vipers. I'm actually so impressed that he's still managed to hold on to the Vipers, because they're usually like the first dang thing to die. Yeah.
Oh, gets an Oracle. Very nice. Corrupt is quite tanky, so they absorb some Tempest shots. You get rid of the Oracles, he's not able to chip at you as effectively because he doesn't have the vision.
Yep, still at risk of getting abducted like we just saw, and if you can zap some stuff out. He's not even doing anything with the Zealots, they're just kind of waiting for the call. He's going to try a different angle now, freshen things up a little.
Spore's trying to run away as well now. Oh, he's long distance mining the gas in the top right. What a mad lad. 4 drones mining across the entire map to try and get more gas so he can make 1 more Infestor. What an awesome... I mean, he's got 3 minerals as well, so it's still on its own, not going to do anything, but yeah.
Hey, he can mine the little mineral patches on the ramp there. That's possible, right?
That is true.
There's still some up there as well. Still being caught by the probes. I don't think Nice particularly cares about that.
Remember that back in the day when we had hour-long, 2-hour-long, 3-hour-long matches, that was back on the, I don't know, whatever it was, 1.5, 1.7 times speed or whatever, the old timer. So if we get to an hour on the modern timer, that is a truly rare thing.
Yeah. This is more what I expect out of a But Always match, to be honest. They tend to run a little bit longer, but Romanticide is just that guy for us. You know, it's here to fulfill all our long macro game dreams.
Can you give me an analysis of nice facial expression right now, please, Zeph?
I don't think it's changed for 46 minutes.
I feel like the kind of curl to the lip on the side, the like unimpressed nice meme that we're kind of getting almost as a permanent expression. I feel it's exaggerated right now. I think occasionally you'll see him kind of breathe a bit deeply and he's like, come on, man.
That's true. Oops, nice of Ducks there. He's going to get 2 carriers for his troubles.
And transfuses the Vipers. They're still alive.
Unreal. Dude, if Rex wins, I'm actually going to have an aneurysm.
Oh no, I see Fear Dragon in chat as well right now, and he's so happy. He's cheering on Rex.
Fear Dragon, if you want to replace me right now, that's totally cool. I feel like you bring much better energy than me because I'm just observing at this point. I don't really have much to say about what's going on.
This is around the point in the night where the NAEU casters rock up. I've seen Nathaniel as well, and they're like, oh, they're like, I guess we woke up really early and we're not going to be on for a few hours, are we? We're like, sorry,
Y'all can
guys.
Go back to sleep for a little bit. We'll call you when it's time. Get a little bit of a sleep in. Go get yourself a coffee.
Oh, just looking for these spells. Just looking for these spells. Oh, and there's no feedbacks anymore. It's so funny because the thing is, this is one of those games where Rex could actually crush a fight, get us super hyped, and then he's just going to lose to the Zealots coming in anyway. There's 50 Zealots. 4 Broodlords cannot defend all these buildings before they die. Like, it's actually... it's impossible to win because every unit you kill, Dice is going to replace with like another 15 Zealots, and he'll just kill every building anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was looking at when he was running the Zealots around earlier. He can take out every structure except what's here. And then, so long as he can right-click on everything, he will win just by eliminating him. Oh, no more oracles.
He should have revelated Nice Army first, just for kicks. Ooh, Fungal. Oh, if he can land spells on the Void Rays, maybe. Oh, he's targeting me. The Broodlords are dying. You gotta defend the Broodies. If the Broods go down, you can't stop the Zealots.
Uh-oh, Pig. There's 1 Brood left. There's a bunch of Queens. He's going for them. He's going deep on that territory.
1 Broodlord's left. He killed everything. Nice whole air army just died. The Fungal. Did you see that Fungal? It hit 23 Zealots. The Queens are all about to die, though. The Corruptors don't shoot down, Zeph. Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Critical mistake. How could he not know this, guys? Unreal.
Oh, no.
We finally actually got a little smile for Nice there, like, this is a wild game.
That one Broodlord is just there like, oh, come on, guys. You know I win this eventually, right? Oh.
Yeah. Rex almost let him have the elimination there by killing all the structures. But GG. Nice. Takes game number 2. Big. We potentially have 3 more in this best of 5. This is so crazy. But that's pretty much what we expected from Romanticide, not gonna lie to you guys.
Oh, hot damn. That's a beautiful, beautiful game there. It had its ups, its downs, its ups again. And remember that Rex was pretty damn far behind from, I think it was like the first big kind of Skytoss battle. Wrecked him! And Rex was way behind from there. But we have a replay? Oh, that was this game? With the drone that was awesome and the Mutapack that killed 3 probes, but then didn't die for like ages and then came back. This was like 5 minutes after the Mutas first flew in and they actually killed 8 probes. And then, this was a fight. And then this was Mothership number 2, I think.
We actually forgot to count the total number of motherships that went down in this.
Oh, I think 4.
Game.
I think maybe 5. 4 or 5.
I think we got, around 4, possibly 5.
Banelings on the Ultra.
That's right. If you ever wanted to know how many Banelings it takes to kill an Ultra.
More than that. More than that, apparently.
Yeah. Maybe an extra 2. It was pretty low at the end, but... Yeah, there were some great moments from Rex. He really did.
Yeah.
Yes, it got dragged out, but it's because he had a very real chance at doing this, and the patience from both sides was pretty incredible.
Heck yeah. Beautiful play on both sides. Really looking for the super efficient just ending to that, but as it was there, we just saw that the Zealots were going to get the kill. The Corruptors standing there, unable to take everything down, and yeah, that's so funny. That one Broodlord is like, I'm going to take so many hours to kill 50 Zealots. This is just not possible.
You know what's extremely amusing to me, Pig? Map number 3 is Beckett, isn't it?
Yes. Yep.
That's what a difference that's going to be from the game that we just saw. And Nice is on match point. Rex, you know, he's had some good moments, but he's still not really been able to break the curse he has against Nice. You mentioned, for those of you just joining us, these guys have played a zillion times. I think in the last 6 months, was it 14 matches they've had against each other, and Nice has pretty much won all of them.
Yeah, it's a dominant record in the last run, and they play so often as well. But yeah, Rex there showing, hey, I got some pretty good plays up the belt in terms of that late game execution of the spellcasters. But similar to the Go-Go Joey versus Nice that we saw previously in this tournament, Nice does more. He gets more of the map. He attacks more. He clears you out, and then he always takes one or two of the most atrocious fights you've ever seen, which gets us hyped. And then he kills the Zerg, and he's like, I just wanted to give you guys something to get excited about, so it's not just me stomping the whole time. Like, there's always a few fights where Nice gets just absolutely smashed by fungal parasitic bomb, but at the end of it, he's just got more stuff. He's done more to control most of the map, and he just wears the Zerg down.
Yeah, he definitely keeps it interesting, but he has a lot of success, and we've seen him do this Stargate, you know, get Oracles and Adepts as his early game units, and then transition from there. Going into a much smaller map, though, what do you think would be the go-to build for Nice here? Is that Stargate approach really going to work with a rush distance that small?
That's a good question. I feel like, honestly, you just go for a Glaive Adept attack and try to win.
Solid plan.
Yeah, maybe a Robo first, like a 1 Immortal gate, 5 gate, something like that. 1 or 2 Immortal, 5 gate timing. There's a lot of different plays you can do. Otherwise, if you are playing a more generic build, I think you want to go straight to Blinkstalker Sentry pretty quickly to defend your third base, because the Queen Walks are so dangerous. You're going to need like Force Field, Stalker, that real flexible, well-rounded ranged army in order to hold back the Ravager Queen. We'll see what the heck happens, though. It might just be a 12 pool getting in there early. So fingers crossed we see a bit of aggression and a bit more of a knife fight, because as much as I like the late game, a bit of knifey spoony always gets me going.
Yeah, we have been fortunate enough to see some fun builds tonight as well. They feel like a distant memory at this point, but maybe we'll get a refresher here from Rex as we hop into map number 3. This man in the bottom left from Good Game Gaming. He's on match point. This is Nice.
And the player here facing down a very scary loss record to his opponent. Can he bring it back? In the top right, this is Rex.
Given that this is Rex's map choice, right? I feel like it makes sense to try and interrupt his plans as much as possible, and we know that Nice, every time he's in a PvZ, he wants to try and block that. Naturally, he's going to be a bit of a pest and try and get any advantage that he can before he starts that harassment.
Oh, he's going in a bit too late. The probe can block it. Oh, nice. Not paying attention.
Maybe he's feeling generous. He's like, all right, after that match, I'll let you have just this hatchery one time.
Ooh, gets the gas steal this time around. Always nice. 6 Zerglings as well off the pool first. A bit more of an aggressive one. You see 3 eggs there, and already your Spidey sense has got to be tingling as Nice. Building a Zealot. Good response. Core before Nexus and a Zealot and a second pylon. Yep, great response here. Delays his Nexus about maybe 25 seconds, 30 seconds, but that's fine.
Yeah, as long as you stay alive and don't start losing pylons and whatnot, you're having a pretty good time. despite the small inconvenience of having a few links come across. And Rex isn't going ham on this or anything. He's just going back to droning as his hatchery gets close to finishing. Going to get his queens out. We'll see if he goes towards a third hatch or if he's got some more violent plans in store for his opponent here.
6 Zerglings beats a Zealot handily.
Does.
Zealot, though, threatening there to just buy time. Zerglings go for the surround. Nice with the
so
juke.
Slippery.
Ooh, good surround. Oh, Rex with the micro. Very nice. Gets the Zealot for just 1 Zergling. Will, of course, lose him to the Adept, but you'll see if he can get another probe or 2, a bit of mining time before he goes down.
Yeah. Hopefully get a little bit more bang for his buck before he gets wiped out here. And we have the speed coming up behind this for Rex. I'm just trying to keep tabs on what he's going to end up producing here. Nice, looking pretty normal. He's just grabbing a second Adept, of course, and you can utilize that for some extra hay ras across the map.
Stalker coming out nice and early to deny the scouting. Of course, the delayed second gas on the natural going up a little slow for Nice. When your gas gets stolen like this, you want to take that gas before your expansion finishes, so you can immediately be mining it with 3 workers. But Nice is adapting to a mineral-focused build. He's playing a 3-gate here. Wow, 3-gate before tech.
A bunch of links coming out for Rex. I think he made around 12 there. Obviously, he has to deal with these Adepts. But also having a little bit of map presence doesn't hurt. You want to keep an eye on what's out on the map as well. We've seen Rex try and hide some tech. I don't see why Nice couldn't take that option as well. So he needs to make sure he has an idea of what his first opponent might be throwing out here. Oh, does catch these Adepts. Very nice.
The Adepts are so slippery. The fact that those are even almost wriggled out of that at all was crazy. Oh, gonna get a Stalker kill as well. Alright, this is very good for Rex, who's going drones and a super quick Roach-Warren behind this. I think Rex might just go for a big old Roachling timing attack. Already a very good start.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling too. You don't pick Beckett to play a normie game. You just don't. But obviously Nice is aware of that as well, so he's going to be sort of braced for whatever shenanigans Rex might want to throw at him. He's still got the Castiel up there. The Overlord's getting cleared out by that Stalker. Rex is really trying to see what the tech is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is no tech, so this is like the most confusing thing to get. You're like, what? You have 3 gates and nothing else? And Nice is like, yeah, we just want to make. I'm pretty sure you're going to all in me because it's, you know, you picked this map and you stole my gas. So yeah, can you all in me already? He's like, oh,
what do you want from me, dude?
Yeah, it's like, come on, I'm just going to make a bunch of gateway units and win. And now he's like, oh, he's not attacking yet. Damn, I got to take. Okay, I'll go quick third Forge Twilight. And I said, you know, just go straight Stalker Sentry, right? So that's what I'd like to see. Blink +1 Sentry Stalkers. I don't think it'll be ready in time though. Not to defend the third, maybe to defend the natural.
Might have just enough if he tucks in to get rid of these lings before they cause too much damage here. He's trying to save the sentries. The one at the back just barely able to save itself with another force field. But this is where all the rest of the units are going to start streaming in, Pig. And realistically, can Nice hold this? If
the natural, yeah, you gotta pull back to the natural right now, though. You can't lose these sentries out here. Great snipe by Rex.
Rex wants to stay alive in this series, man, and this is how he's going to start doing it. All the sentries go down. The Zealots may survive if they're lucky enough.
Okay, losing a lot of those units outside is a real big bummer. The shield actually overcharge going down way too early. And Nice goes for the 3 gate. The problem is you got no scouting. You got no Oracle, no Observer, no hallucination. And a nice quick win there for Rex, finally getting a score on the board. For those just tuning in, we have seen 2 reversals out of our 4 best of 5s today. This is the 4th and final best of 5. 2 players were down 0-2 and it turned around completely. And we also saw a 3-2 very narrow victory as well in our last series. So I don't know, I feel like the pattern might just be continuing here.
Yeah, well, it could. It certainly could. I think it's still difficult to ask. Beckett is Beckett. So you can kind of maybe chalk that one up, not to take anything away from Rex. I mean, he chose well for that map. But he's still got to win 2 more. We're going to take a break and catch our breath. And then we'll be right back into it. Don't go anywhere and we'll be back soon. Hello, welcome back once again, and probably for the final time tonight as we look towards our last two maps for Nice vs Rex, seeing if Rex can get that reverse sweep that we've been enjoying in other series tonight. And we've definitely had a bit of a deep dive into the world of PvZ this evening, so it's going to continue for just a little longer before we hand over to EU. Countdown has started. I can't remember what the fourth map is, Pig. Do you happen to remember?
Absolutely not. I have absolutely no idea. I know that we've been finishing all of our series on Oxide today, which leaves Blackburn. I can't remember what the vetoes were. No idea at all, so.
2,000 atmospheres. Apparently production got us covered. At least they're awake. So thanks, production. I think after that hour-long game, I've just forgotten everything that happened before that point. But it was a juicy one. Let's see if we get another juicy one here. We are in the top right. From Good Game Gaming, he is still on match point. This is nice.
His opponent at the bottom left-hand side, the underdog, brought it out big on Beckett. See what he's got in store. 2,000 at those. It is Rex. Beckett's going for a hatch block. Drone be hiding. Oh, it's a proxy hatch. Ooh. Now that's interesting because normally these days people do this with a gas pool, then proxy hatch if you're doing like the spine crawler speedling bust. So this is fascinating. I wonder exactly what this is. I imagine we'll see a gas in a pool go down and it will just be that speedling spine crawler all in. But Nice sees this, doesn't he? Did he probe scout? Oh, he almost always goes across to deny the opponent's base.
He's done himself a house this game. Doesn't need to know what's out there in the dark.
Oh, that's going to be really rough. I guess he scouts off to Cybercore and that gives him a little bit of warning, but...
Does it?
Yeah.
Does he even see it?
I mean, when he gets to the other side, like a little bit, like a little bit of warning, especially if he sees the drones, actually.
Yeah, that'll help.
But the drones are going to go to the left.
Earlier.
They're going to dodge.
Unsuspecting of the danger nearby. Very cool. All right, Rex switching it up again. I'm starting to believe, man. If he keeps doing these cool tactics.
It really should have. If they don't scout it till now, they've already gone Nexus. Like, Nice needs a perfect. But he needs to immediately get down there, wall off, maybe drop a forge, like Robo maybe? I think at this point you probably just go Robo. You just need like cancel the Nexus. Going Stargate. Oh, that's not the right call. That's not going to get stuff out in time. And the thing is, there's going to be Queens building from the front. So, yeah, I think he's just going to go down here.
Huh. All right.
We'll see. He's got great micro. He is the favorite. You know, these experienced veterans, sometimes they just pull out these incredible holds that shouldn't be possible.
Well, we've already seen that tonight in another series, but I'm running the numbers here, Pig. That's 3 spine crawls, a whole bunch of lings, a queen, some creep coming in.
Doesn't know about the Stargate, so I guess the queen will die to 1 Oracle of Void, right? So that's gonna slowly wear this down, and that's still a while away. There's definitely a chance here. Those spines, finally they're going to be able to get in range of the gateway. Zerglings are starting to headbutt a little bit. We need to get that creep over there. The creep is not spreading in the correct direction. There's one of the few random things is the direction that creep goes in. Finally, the spines are going to start rooting in range of that wall. Shield Battery is buying a lot of time. This is a textbook hold so far by Nice with not as many units as he should have. Maybe an Oracle out in a moment.
There actually is. Can he breach that forward spine crawl on the top there with that stock? I can't even tell. He's busy cleaning up these lings at the moment. More shield barriers coming down. The overcharge has gone off. And the Oracle's going straight across the map.
The Zerglings are headbutting into a solid wall right now, so I think the spines need to have moved forward and focused down the pylon or something like that. The battery overcharge just got so much value. The Oracle's going across the map to kill the workers at home. Oh, nice. He's going to kill every worker. The queen will pop, queen. But it's not in time.
Oh, and he also gets Warp Gate before anything at the front there gets taken down, so he'll be able to produce some more units. He's getting a Void Ray as well. These spines are rerouting at the front, and the queen's closing the distance as well. The Ling's still looking for a way in. He's actually walled himself.
Yeah! He can go around the left. Okay.
There we go.
He's got to get in the probe line. He's trying to fight, but the shield batteries are too powerful here. You can't fight away from the spine crawls. I do think Rex has messed up the execution a little bit, and he did the gas pool version. I think this would have been a definite win. This is the slower, older version of the build that he was doing, and it doesn't quite pay off. The Oracle there, I mean, this is such a great defense by Nice. He showed his class in this series, and it looks like his win streak against Rex will continue.
Yeah, this is cool though. I love the ideas from Rex. He put up a good fight. We got a brilliant game on Romanticide out of these.